Right, okay. So what I'm going to do today, right? A lot of people have been asking me questions about trading, how to start, where to start, what to do, right? All that sort of stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to create some short, hopefully 10-minute long videos. Not going to edit or anything. I'm just going to create it, raw content, and post it out. And if you like, I want to know more, then just comment, let me know, and I'll create more content, right? And the idea really is to try and explain to people where I feel, from my opinion, right, is the best place to start trading. Right, when I first got introduced to trading, a very long time ago, this was back in 2010, 2009, 2010, right, I got introduced to trading, right, and I've done what majority of people do, okay, from the very um, initial phases, was to stare at the charts and think that I can see a pattern in something and basically made a guess on what I feel likely to happen. Yes, sometimes it did pay off, right? However, majority of the time it didn't. And especially if you're the sort of person who like to have some sort of understanding as to why something is working or why it's not working, right? Then you'll find placing trades that way is just not the way to do it. Okay, so after the markets like batter me a bit, so taking a proper battering. The first, God, within like probably the first week, I didn't realize, okay, I need to learn how this really work. And that was when I first, okay, so this is probably about 2010, January 2010, right? I then said, right, I'm now going to understand how it works, right, from the very basic grassroots, right, and start and work my way up from that point. Okay, so the first thing that I did, okay, was to type in, right, what is financial trading, right? That was my first thing that I typed in, was what is financial trading, have some sort of an understanding of what this really is, right? Now, you find in the world of finance, okay, there's a lot of terminologies that outside of the world of finance makes perfect sense, right? But as soon as you go into the world of finance, those words or terminologies don't really mean the same thing, right? Or there's like two words that basically make one, that explain one thing. Do you mean? So, like I said, I'm not going to go into that just yet. I'll, if you really want to know more, right, just like and comments and stuff, and I'll add more stuff in, right? However, right, that was the first thing I basically had to look at, right? And the first thing that popped into my head was like, okay, what the hell is this, right? What is OTC and all this sort of stuff? Yes, it does say over the counter, right? But exactly what is it really, right? So that's one thing I'll definitely say have a look at, okay? And that is in that area, okay? That bit, right? So you can have a look at that. So once I understand that bit, okay, I'm trying to keep the video short, so I'm not going to explain all this stuff, but that is one you can have a look at there. Okay, like I say, if you want me to go into detail, just let me know and I'll create videos on that. Right, then the next thing I then went on to was to say, okay, let's break it down, let's narrow this down a little bit more now. Okay, so the next thing I basically typed in was, what is spread betting? Everyone keep talking about it, but what exactly is it? Right, so that was my next thing I went and had a look at, right, and had my reading on this. Okay, I was like, cool, now I'm starting to get a lot of like new terminologies, right, that I'm like, okay, I'm not quite familiar with these terminologies. So what I basically done was I then worked out that there is something called Investopedia, right, which is like Wikipedia but for finance. Okay, so there you go, right, Investopedia. So I went on Investopedia, and all the terminologies that I'm struggling to understand, all the abbreviated form and words, right, I will just come here and basically try and find, do my reading, do my research, right, and this was like my Bible, right, this is my Bible in the world of finance. Okay, and I understood a lot of stuff from here. So whatever I don't understand, I'll come in and I'll find it, right. Eventually you find, like, over time, you, depending on how much you really want to know and really want to learn, you realize that this becomes your Bible for your learning experience, right. You'll find you need this a lot. Okay, so yeah, if you don't know what you're looking for but you got an idea, the word, just like a dictionary, just go through the top and it will scan through. Okay, so no problem. Right, after you've done that and you got an idea as to what financial trading is, what spread betting is, right, you break it down a little bit more, you're like, okay, right, now how do I actually, like, what's my next move, right. I'll say the next move is to sign up for a demo account, to sign up for a demo account with a broker, right, and obviously make sure the broker is fully compliant with security exchange and all that sort of stuff, right. So definitely sign up for a demo account. That's the next thing, right. Just, I choose IG Index. I've been using IG Index since 2010. So okay, right, how to find a broker, right, without going into too much details, right, different broker or different brokerage will offer something called spread, right, which is where the word spread betting comes from, right. Now the spread is a difference between the buying and the selling price. Okay, now depending on what market you're trading, you'll find you will need to put up, so the moment you basically enter a trade, you go minus so much. So the idea is really, to keep it very simple, the idea is to try and find a brokerage that offer low spread, right, and low margin. Margin, okay, this is very important, right. Margin is the amount of money that you need in your account to place a trade, right. You just need that money in your account, right, to place a trade. Now on top of this money, you then need your trading risk money, right, on top of that. Okay, now I'm not going to go into margin calls and stuff like that right now. However, you can exceed your margin, right, and okay, you might need to deposit more money into your account if you're getting stuff wrong. So that's very, 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 very important to understand margin, right. That's really important. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, right, in the next video is, if you want me to show you how it actually works in terms of signing up and yeah, so signing up to this demo account, get a demo account, then I'll do that and post a video. Okay, but in terms of where to start, I'll definitely say that's a good place to start. In terms of money, right, I wouldn't even focus on money right now, right. There's nothing about money right now. What you need right now is to have some sort of an understanding as to how the market works. Forget talking about money, right? How much money you can make, how much money you can lose, right? Forget that. Okay, once you gain the knowledge, right, as to how the whole thing work, then you get yourself on a demo account, right? Then you will find stuff will click, start coming together, and you'll have a basic understanding as how it will work, right? So, like I say, this was only a short video to explain a few stuff, right? So let me run through it again. So in my personal opinion, I think the first thing you should do is basically find out what is financial trading, right? Find out what this is. Okay, definitely check this out, right? And the next thing is spread betting, right? Find this out, right? And there you go, you got the Investopedia, which is like the Wikipedia, right? And I use IG demo account, right? It's a demo account, it doesn't really matter. A lot of people got so many different views and stuff about broker, but like I said, I use IG, right? And I think that is it. Okay, quick one with spread betting, right? There's also something else called CFD, right? I'm not going to go into that, right? But there's also CFD. But for this one, I'm just gonna just focus on spread betting for now, right? Right. So that's it. That's the end of that video. Again, if you want to know more, let me know, and I'll create a video and show you the other step. Okay. Right. That's it, folks.